our classmate and our lecturer. My name is Nur Amali Sofia binti Abdul Razak. My metric number is 067660. Do you know what is lifestyle? Lifestyle is the physical, psychological, social, and economical values, interests, opinion, and behavior of certain individual, group, or community. It is how they live their life. People around the world have different kinds of lifestyle, like healthy to unhealthy or active to inactive. Some people will just go with the flow, how their lifestyle will be. Basically, if you don't care for yourself, then you might just end up with having random lifestyle. Nowadays, we are all busy with work together with our social life. And because of that, we lose track how our lifestyle is. So, we always have to keep in mind of ourselves, our body, and our mind. And did you know our lifestyle can affect our mental health? A lifestyle choice can have a major impact on a person's mental health. Certain lifestyle factors may directly affect brain chemistry and contribute to mental illness. Mental illness are real health issue in modern era. Today, we will be talking about how our lifestyle can affect our mental health. A healthy lifestyle can be beneficial for mental health. Healthy lifestyle choice along with appropriate treatment options will work effectively and can help improve your mental health. Thus, identifying healthy lifestyle options that enhance mental well-being and reduce psychological problems are beneficial for preventing major psychiatric disorder. A number of lifestyle factors have been recognized to play an important role in positively modifying medical and psychiatric diseases and their associated morbidity and mortality. Not many people realize that their lifestyle also can affect their mental health. There are 3 factors that affect a person's mental health, such as lack of social interaction, negative thoughts, and lack of physical activity. Certain lifestyle factors may directly affect brain chemistry and contribute mental illness.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nurul Ashikin binti Muhammad Kamal Zaman and my metric number is 067666. And I'm here to talk about how the lack of social interaction can affect our mental health. As we know, the lack of social interaction has been known the key trigger for the mental illness, while the one that have supportive relationship with the friends, family and the neighbors are beneficial to the mental health of the individual and the population. They also have a better mental and physical health than those who lack this network. The same is true for those who always take part in the society clubs, meeting various people, and join the voluntary organization. Some example for the lack of social interaction is first, avoiding social interaction, including those who once enjoyable. Second is cancel the plans frequently and feeling relief when the plans are cancelled. Third is experience anxiety or panic when thinking about the social interaction. As you guys should know, the mental illness has a huge cost of implication for the society and how the lack of interaction can affect our mental health. Firstly, mental health issues such as anxiety, depression and low self-esteem could cause the isolation. Second, it could cause a high risk of dementia because social interaction is good for our brain health. Third, the lack of social interaction can lead to the negative outlook and sense of hopelessness, such as inability to cope with the daily problem. It is important for the individual to dealing the lack of social interaction to have a self-care strategy. This is particularly true when the factor contributing to the isolation present real barrier to the accessing outside resource. There are some tips to overcome the lack of social interaction for the better mental health. First, find a way to stay connected with your friends, family, and close co-workers. If the condition is limited in a person, we can use the phone call, email, texting, and social media platform. Second is engage in a relaxing activity such as reading, listening to music, meditation, journaling, and hobby. It can help relieve stress that can be associated with isolation. Third way to overcoming the lack of social interaction is connect with nature, such as getting outdoor, especially into the sunshine and a green space. It can lighten up the mood and make us feel more happier and healthy. Isolation isn't good for anyone, regardless of our age. We are social human. We need to contact with others to share our thoughts, feelings, and opinions. Research have shown that socializing and companionship affect our mental health. It also can make us feel happier, release the stress, and decrease the anxiety. For your information, we are not the only one who get mental health benefit from the socializing. Those who you interact can gain this many advantages as well. Spending time with others can help us to build the deep connection that stimulate our companions' moods and feelings. We can get the benefit from trusting and connecting with each other. Last but not least, research has shown that by interacting with others, we can actually train our brain. Social motivation and social contact can help to improve the memory formation. And the most important thing, we can have a better mental health and lead us to the healthy lifestyle.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Nurliana Binti Rashid. My number metric is 067663. Today I will talk about how negative thought can affect mental health. Did you know negative thought can also affect mental health? As for me, I always think negatively if something makes me feel anxious. One of the lifestyle factors that can affect our mental health is always being negative-minded. Negative thinking is something we all engage in from time to time, but constant negativity can destroy our mental health, leaving you depressed and anxious. Yet, many of us are stuck following pattern of negative thinking. Let's explore the effect of negativity on mental health while looking at ways to end the circle. What are the causes of negative thinking? Like many things in life, negativity too can become a habit. Frequent criticism, cynical thoughts, and denial can create neural pathways in the brain that increase sadness. These negative tendencies can cause our brain to destroy the truth and make it even more difficult to break the negative circle. There are three causes of negative thought. Firstly, fear of the future. People often fear unknown and unsure what the future might bring. This often leads to catastrophizing, which means always predicting failure and disaster. Second is anxiety about the present. Anxiety about the present is understandable. Many of us worry about what people think about us, whether we are doing a good job at work, and worrying if people will judge us. Negative thinkers often come up with the worst case scenario. For example, that no one in the class likes us, or our lecturer is about to tell us we have done terrible assignment. Third is shame about the past. Have you ever been and worried about something you did in the past? Everyone does and says things they feel embarrassed about. But negative thinkers tend to dwell on past mistakes and failure more than others. Of course, a more constructive way to approach mistake is to accept that the event happened and consider how you could prevent it from happening again in the future. So, how can negative thought affect our mental health? Some of the common effects of negativity include headache, chest pain, sleep problem, anxiety, and depression. All of these effects can lead to mental illness. Let's see how to overcome negativity. In the same way that negative thoughts create neural pathways in the brain, positive self-talk and reinforcement can also become a habit. First is live in the moment. Focus on the task at hand and avoid thinking of past mistakes or future fear. If negative thoughts enter your head, respond with at least 3 positive affirmations immediately. Positive thinkers can control their mind and are aware of which thoughts enter their head. Next is be positive. If being positive is a habit, then you need to practice optimism every day. Participate in activities that cultivate happy thoughts like doing hobbies, spending time with loved ones, and meditation. Last but not least, spend time with uplifting people. Negativity is contagious. Spend time talking with those who care about you and leave you feeling enlightened. To sum up, as a human being, I will also think about negative things in my life. But we have to fight back and stop being negative-minded, so that our daily life are more cheerful and always positive. Thus, we will live our life mentally and physically healthy. I hope that those who always have negative things, we can fight back and get advice from a counselor or nearest person so we don't get depressed.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Me Nuraya Amira binti Rashid. My matric number 067661 would like to share about lifestyle factors that affect mental health, such as lack of physical activities. For a start, I would like to begin. Physical activity is defined as failure to accumulate at least 150 minutes of moderate physical activity or 75 minutes of vigorous physical activities, or the combination of both intensities per week. This is based on the recommendations of the World Health Organization, we call WHO. The words not only continuing but also initiating physical activity is associated with better survival and function. First thing first, I would like to start by what causes of physical activity. My first one is lack of motivation. You are not human if you not suffer from a lack of motivation at some point in your life. Everyone has experienced differently. It might have been something small, or it might be something you have struggled with you. It is important to know while lacking motivation is common. One of the things could be the reason. For example, not doing enough. This might seem like a statement, but it's true. If you're suffering from a lack of motivation, it might be that you are not doing enough. If you simply decide to get started on some activity, even if you don't like it, your motivation might fail you. Moving to my next point, which is lack of energy. This can be described as tiredness or fatigue. Lack of energy can be normal response to inadequate sleep, disease, overworking, or stress. When part of normal response, lack of energy often results in rest, adequate sleep, stress management, and good nutrition. Persist lack of energy that does not resolve with self-care may be due to a variety disease, disorders, or condition. Then, how can physical activity affect our mental health? Firstly, disease. For example, heart disease. Not getting enough physical activity can lead to heart disease even for people who have no other risk factors. It can also increase the likelihood of developing other heart disease risk factors, including obesity, high blood pressure, high blood cholesterol, and 2 type diabetes. Next, your sleep is suffering. Not getting enough sleep at night may not seem like something to worry about, but if it happens regularly, it can usher in a host of health problems. Lack of sleep can alter your mood significantly. It causes irritability and anger and may lessen your ability to cope with stress. Chronic sleepiness put you at greater risk for depression. They are so closely linked that sleep and mood affect each other. And lastly, how to overcome physical activity. As I have said earlier, monitor your daily activities for 1 week. Add physical activity to your daily routine, such as take the stairs and exercise while you watch TV. For example, get up early. If your days are packed and the evening hours are just hectic, get up 30 minutes yearly twice a week to exercise. Once you have adjusted to early morning workouts, add another day or 2 to the routine. Next, during phone calls, try to stand, stretch or move and walk around some, if possible. Next, choose activities you enjoy. You will be more likely to stay interested. Remember, anything that gets your moving counts. For example, invite a friend to exercise with you regularly or join an exercise group or class. Also, you can drive less, walk more, but farther away from your destination. I would like to conclude by saying that people who exercise regularly have better mental health and emotional well-being, and lower rates of mental illness. Any exercise is better than none, but experts recommended adults should be active most.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Izzah binti Abdul Razak and my metric number is 067656. In conclusion, lifestyle factors greatly affect our mental health. Mental health is a very important thing to human beings. This is because all actions in life require the brain to act. If the brain cannot function properly, then mental health will be disturbed. For example, a student is to focus on completing an assignment in a long period of time to catch up with a preset date line without giving their brain a break even for a moment. This will result in their mental cannot function properly, so they have they have mental healthy problem. So when we do something in our life, don't be too focused our a long period of time. This will result in a person's mental health, which may affect one's own health. So my advice is for everyone out there to be able to control their daily activities without feeling stressed, as it will be depression resulting in mental and physical problems.